Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good morning. Ashley Ramos, where I wanted to come here and tell you thank you, Joe. Took my California nib. How's your time? Awesome, Ashley. That's great stuff. Congratulations, Ashley. Everybody say congratulations to Ashley. She's ready to practice real estate. What city would be practicing real estate in, Ashley? So we'll know to look for you. You're off and running. Okay, well, good job, Ashley. As we are ready to do valuation and market analysis. This morning, I was trying to put together your guys' questions that you asked me on the real estate exam study group. They were great questions. So I was working on those, but I fell in a rabbit hole online. And you guys ever click on those stupid ads that say, what do your favorite child stars look like now? And you know you shouldn't click on it, but you're just like, oh, I'm so curious. What do they look like? What do they look like? I clicked on it. Like, that's 30 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Promise you guys will never click on it. I'll be the spoiler for you. They look the same as they did when they were younger, but older. Ugh. I always click on those. I know every time I shouldn't do it, but I'm always like, I need to know what the cast of facts of life looks like now. I have to know. But I'll get back to working on those. Am I the only one that clicks on those? It's one of those guilty pleasures nobody admits, but they all do. Everybody does it. What do they look like now? Okay. So with that being said, all right, let's get into the questions. Thanks, Malfred. I'm glad to know I'm not alone. Okay, what is a fee appraiser? A, certified appraiser works on a salary. B, an appraiser that works for a federally insured lender. C, an independent appraiser who works on a fee basis. Or D, an appraiser who works for a lending institution. An appraiser who works on a fee basis. Good. Okay, so today we're talking about appraisal, valuation and market analysis. Another way of saying appraisal. So there's a few basic concepts we want to go over before we enter more questions. One thing I want to ask you guys is, what are the four essential elements of value? Who knows? Who knows what are the four essential elements of value? Anybody know? What are the four essential elements of value? Okay, Tom Wolfe says dust. I also see stud. What does that stand for? Some of you guys are writing dust. Some of you guys are writing stud. What does that stand for? What do you guys think? So everyone remembers the acronym, but do you remember why we're remembering it? So it stands for scarcity, transferability, utility, and demand. Scarcity, transferability, utility, demand. Those are the four essential elements of value. Does how much something costs affect its current value? Does the cost of something affect the current value? What do you guys think? Does the cost of something affect the current value? No. Good job, everybody. What is depreciation? What is depreciation? Who could define depreciation for me? Who here can define depreciation? It's a loss in value from any cause. Good. It's a loss in value from any cause. There are three categories for depreciation that come up on your exam. Who knows what they are? There are three categories for depreciation that come up on your exam. Who knows what they are? What do you guys think? There are 3 categories. So Malford Martinez says economic. I believe you mean economic obsolescence. I think that's what you mean. I want the full word, guys, not just one word. So economic obsolescence, functional obsolescence, and physical deterioration. Physical deterioration. Okay. The reason I want the full word is if they ask you which one of those is not a form of obsolescence and you're just writing physical, economic, and functional, you'll get that wrong in your exam. So we want to write the full word there. So everybody write this for me. Economic obsolescence, functional obsolescence, and physical deterioration. Okay? All right. What is economic obsolescence? What is economic obsolescence? Also known as external obsolescence. What is economic obsolescence? Also known as external obsolescence. Okay, it has to do with factors from outside the property line. Good. What is functional obsolescence? What is functional obsolescence? What do you guys think? What is functional obsolescence? Functional obsolescence with poor design. Good job, Deanna Vila. Nice work. And last but not least, physical deterioration. Physical deterioration. What's that about? Physical deterioration. It's when the property falls apart. Good. One more concept I want to ask you about before we jump back into the questions is the different forms of appraisal. What are the different forms of appraisal that you guys need to know for your exam? So what are the basic different ways to appraise property you need to know for your exam? So let's answer that, and then we'll jump back into the questions. You got the market data approach, comparison with the income approach, and the cost approach. Those are the big ones. The market data comparison approach, the income approach, and the cost approach. Market data approach is when you're comparing comparable properties. Income approach is when you're finding value based on income. We like to say it converts income into value. That's also known as the capitalization income approach. And the cost approach is how much would it cost to replace it brand new. Everybody got it? Give me a thumbs up. Say, got it. What we just went over is the foundation for this section. Okay? So you guys should know those things before you do anything else in this section. So that's the foundation for this section. This past week, with all the lessons I've been doing, for those guys who've been here every day, you've noticed I've always tried to go over the foundation of the different subjects, and then we jump into questions. So I want you guys to have a general understanding before you get into more specifics. All right, so here we go. So the unit of comparison when using the market data approach to appraise a single-family residence is the A, square foot, B, entire property, C, cubic foot, or D, capitalization rate. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. B, entire property. Which of the following approaches is most commonly used by real estate licensees? A, cost replacement approach, B, market data approach, C, income approach, or D, residential approach? What do you guys think? B, market data approach. When appraisers contract the phrase of reproduction cost and the phrase of replacement cost, replacement would be more closely associated with which of the following concepts? Excuse me. A, the original cost to replace a building. B, the present cost to replace the building with an exact replica. C, the present cost to replace the building with another building having the same utility. Or D, the cost replacement to build with another building which use the land to the highest and best use. Congratulations, Susan Nuri. Awesome that you passed. Very happy for you. We'd love to hear that. Congrats, Susan. Everybody say congrats, Susan. Woo! We always love hearing that good news. Oh, we have a lot of people chiming in today. Congrats, Matt Del Rio. It's always good to hear this stuff because all of us who are studying, it makes us feel like we're on the right path and we're doing the right things. And that's good stuff. It's always good. Now they're ready to go practice real estate. Well, Matt Del Rio still needs to do his state portion. We're all moving right along. Oh, Tom Wolf, too. We had 5 people chime in today. Good stuff, Tom. Very happy for you. Congrats, Tom. Find me on LinkedIn, all you people who passed, Susan, Matt, Tom. Make sure you guys find me on LinkedIn. And the people who are studying, too. We should all be connected on LinkedIn. In fact, my next Agent School webinar, which I'm going to do Friday, I think I'm going to talk about LinkedIn quite a bit. It's something we all should be doing now. We all should be utilizing. I don't want to get off topic here, but I talked to you guys a lot about, while you're studying, building your network and building your base, your referral base, and your sphere of influence. And LinkedIn's a huge part of that. Anybody who's an independent business person, whether it's real estate, personal training, hairdresser, accountant, whatever it may be, should be so familiar with LinkedIn. My name on LinkedIn is just Joe Juter, Joejuter. I'll type it in. That's my name. My name is not PrepAgent, it's just a business. And you guys can also find me on Instagram the same way if you want to follow the personal one there. All right, let's go on to the next question. But all you guys should be utilizing LinkedIn. And if you guys want to write me a recommendation on LinkedIn, all the better. A kind word to the public is always appreciated. Okay. A change in flight patterns that caused a loss in property value would be an example of A, physical deterioration, B, economic obsolescence, C, aviation obsolescence, D, functional obsolescence. B, economic obsolescence. Leslie, you will pass, but it won't be because of me. It'll be because of the work you do, and you're going to be proud of the effort you put in, and you're going to look yourself in the mirror and thank that person. I just facilitate some webinars and explain some concept for you guys. At the end of the day, when you guys pass, you guys need to pat yourselves on the back because you put in the work, and you need to be proud of that because you've done it for yourself, by yourself, and you should be proud of that fact. It's your achievement to be proud of. I'm just somebody who does webinars. Although I appreciate the thought, Leslie. Thank you so much. Always appreciate the love. Hallie, you're going to get past the exam. Do not focus too much on the exam. Focus on selling real estate. I can't say it enough. You guys may take a while to pass the exam. Everybody's different. Some people do it the first time. Some people do need a few times to do it. And that's fine, as long as you're building your network and the base while you're preparing. So when you do pass, you're ready to sell real estate. The goal is to sell real estate. Passing the exam is not the goal. That's just a step towards the goal. Okay, which of the following is an example of economic obsolescence? A, a leaky roof. B, out-of-date design of the rooms. Or C, an old heating system. Or D, an oversupply of like properties. Just type it in Google, LinkedIn, and you'll see all about it. D, oversupply of like properties. LinkedIn is, if not the most powerful or top 2 most powerful thing to make sure your name comes up on search engines. LinkedIn, YouTube. There's a reason you guys want to put up YouTube videos, get in LinkedIn, so your name comes up really high on the search engines when people look for real estate in your area. Okay, economic obsolescence right there. Remember, guys, you don't want to pass the exam and then be that person who's like, all right, what now? And then you spend 3 or 4 months doing stuff that you could have been doing while you were preparing for the exam. Simple stuff. You don't want to be that person. That will be so frustrating. Okay, the major cause of loss of value in real property is due to A, obsolescence, B, old age, C, wear and tear, or D, deferred maintenance. A, obsolescence. Good job, Malfred. Apartment house in an area we're selling for $100,000, and a buyer offered $100,000 for the apartment building. The buyer is operating on the principle of A, increase returns, B, highest and best use, C, conformity, or D, substitution. D, substitution. Let me try this beta that Arthur put in. He always wants me to try that. I always forget. Okay, when an appraiser uses the phrase effective age, he is referring to A, the number of years during which the property will yield a worthwhile return on the investment made. B, the age of the property based upon its condition. C, the estimated total life of an improvement. Or D, the number of years since the improvements were made. B. The income capitalization approach to value would be most important in the appraisal of an A, condominium, B, office building, C, vacant residential lot, or D, single-family residence. B, office building. A house built in 1920 had a garage that was 12 by 18. Today, if an acceptable garage is 16 by 20, this property suffers from A, functional obsolescence, B, economic obsolescence, C, area obsolescence, D, physical obsolescence. And this is functional obsolescence. Good, poor design. It's really good you guys are entering this career because this is one of those careers where robots and technology cannot replace you. They're always going to need a real person with real opinions and real passion and real compassion and real empathy. Other jobs are going away, like cashiers are becoming automated. Truck driving is becoming automated with computers developing technology, so they don't need truck drivers anymore. They don't need cashiers anymore. Even customer service, they're starting to automate. If you look at Amazon, everything's kind of automated and robots, basically. And that's why retail people are starting to lose jobs. If you look at malls and things of that nature. But they'll always need somebody to hold somebody's hand when buying a real estate, buying their first house. So it's good stuff. You guys are entering this. You should feel good about that. These technologies taking over a lot of conventional jobs, but technology cannot take this over. Okay, defined as a loss in value from any cause, depreciation is generally divided into three categories. The loss of value due to the normal wear and tear on property is called A, physical deterioration, B, functional obsolescence, C, external obsolescence, or D, economic obsolescence. A, physical deterioration. Don't worry about Jamila. All those things do is just give information. At the end of the day, there's always going to have to be a real person at the end of the line. Okay, physical deterioration. Which of these principles state that a person will not pay more for one property than he or she would for another that's equally desirable? A, the principle of price conformity, B, the principle of substitution, C, the principle of fair distribution, or D, the principle of laissez-faire. The principle of substitution. A board foot is 122 cubic inches, 12 cubic inches, 144 cubic inches, or 44. I'm not sure how much this one comes up anymore, but just in case, you guys should know from when you practice real estate anyway, it's 144 cubic inches. It's 12 by 12. In arriving at effective gross income figure, an appraiser of income property makes a deduction for A, vacancy, B, real property taxes, C, repairs, or D, depreciation. What do you guys think? A, vacancy. In the appraisal of residential property, the cost approach is the most appropriate in the case of A, multifamily property, B, new property, C, old property, D, middle-aged property. Ooh, it's snowing where I am today. No matter how old I get and how much trouble it causes after it's all done, watching snowfall, I always think is very pretty. Brings me back to my youth. Okay, and the answer here is new property. Which of the following is not a method of providing for depreciation? A, obsolescence, B, sum of the year's digits, C, straight line, or D, sinking fund? I'm on the internet, Ann. Everywhere but anywhere. Okay, obsolescence. So obsolescence is the reason a lot of you guys goofed on this one, because you think of obsolescence and think of depreciation. Obsolescence is a cause for it, not a method for calculating it. Everybody understand the difference? It's not a method for calculating it, it's a cause of it. All right? So you know obsolescence causes depreciation, but when you think of how much something depreciates, you don't look at economic obsolescence or something of that nature. Does that make sense for everybody? The quantity survey method, unit in place method, and the square cubic foot methods in real estate appraisal most directly relate to the income approach, the cost approach, the sales comparison approach, or all the other options are correct. B, the cost approach. Based on the energy efficiency rating given new air conditioners today, the higher the ER, the A, more BTUs produced, B, greater the wattage used by the appliance, C, less efficient the appliance, or D, higher the efficiency of the appliance. Anybody ever see the documentary or clips from it with that guy who climbs the cliff El Capitan with like no rope? I was watching it, my hands were sweating watching it. The most tense thing ever. Okay, energy efficiency ratio. If you're afraid of heights, don't watch that. The increase in the appraised value of property, which is considered an unearned increment, would most probably result from A, increase in amenities, B, increase in population, C, management expense, or D, capital improvements. B, increase in population. You guys are doing amazing. A real estate appraiser is an estimate of value, A, derived from data covering the preceding 6 months, B, based upon replacement costs, C, derived from average tax assessments covering the past 5 years, or D, based upon analysis of facts as soon as specific date. D, based upon analysis of facts as of a specific date. A short form appraisal report includes all the following information except A, a site analysis, B, an accurate market analysis, C, description of the site improvements, or D, loans and financing terms. D, loans and financing terms. Good. Does everybody understand that financing is not part of the appraisal? That's how you pay for the property. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter what appraisal report they're talking about. How you pay for the property is not relevant to the value itself, because how you pay for it is more directly related to the person, not necessarily the property. Which of the following is described as the process of expressing anticipated future benefits of ownership in dollars and discounting them as to present worth at a rate which is attractive purchase capital to a similar investment? A, capitalization, B, deduction, C, cost, or D, comparable. A, capitalization. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. Hope you have a great day. This is Joe from PrepAgent, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Stay warm.